Okay, so I will start. Hi guys, this is Chris from DoraHacks. Welcome to the Cronos Hackathon Project Demo Day. Today we are very too happy. Ella, which is the VP of the Community and Partnership of the Cronos, with us with three amazing projects, which are DexPad, Soapy Finance, and Zecrey. So the Cronos Hackathon is a virtual hackathon that co-hosted by the Cronos and DoraHacks that aims to encourage the developers to contribute ideas and build early stage projects related to the DeFi, NFT, GameFi, Web3, and Metaverse topics. And we are really looking forward to see all the amazing projects building on the Cronos networks. So without further ado, let's welcome the first project, which is the DexPad to start. And for all the audience, if you have any questions during the session, please feel free to ask in our YouTube chat room. And yeah, Bruce, feel free to start. We are ready.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Ella. Good evening. First of all, thanks a lot for providing us an opportunity to present us on DoraHacks. We are very thankful to Crypto.com and Cronos Chain for providing us necessary support whenever we were building DexPad. So DexPad is kind of a permissionless blockchain agnostic launchpad. So you might have come across many launchpad. There are either permissioned one, centralized launchpad, or a permissionless launchpad where anyone can create a pre-sale. So why there is a need for one extra launchpad? So if you so we will go through all this stuff regarding DexPad, what is the motivation behind it, what is the strategy and process we follow, how we started working on DexPad, and the pain of DeFi users when taking part in any of the pre-sale and all. Okay, so you might see this. These are our pseudonymous name. Me, Dax Bruce. So I am into programming since 2012. Worked on a couple of projects, backend and mobile applications, and since 2019 we are fully into blockchain. My other co-founder, Dex Clark, is into development since 2013, and we both are in blockchain since 2019. We have our fastest guy, Dex Oliver. He is our front-end developer and working with us from his first year in the college. Now, why did we decide to create a launchpad? We were like, along with the developer, we were also a trader and taking part in different launchpad or the pre-sales, and we faced a couple of issues where the project sounds very good when we take part into it, and that becomes a honeypot. And that this is one of the biggest problem in most of the permissionless launchpad, where they raise the money and then user come to know that they cannot claim their token or they cannot sell the token. So after this kind of betrayal by all those things, we decided to take matters in our hand and develop something where it can find a delicate balance between a centralized launchpad as well as decentralized one, but with keeping users' fund safety as its core. How did we start this process to find out the better of both the worlds? So we went through a couple of such honeypot pre-sales. We discussed with a couple of users who took part into it, and we ourselves had that experience. So we wanted to make sure that our process is not biased for only our experience. We needed to find the market need for this kind of launchpad. We discussed with them, and then we thought of how to improve it. So we have even found some of the pre-sales which raised in tunes of millions of dollars. and then it becomes the honeypot, or they simply do a rug pull where they didn't provide enough liquidity and run away with the money from permissionless launchpad. So how can we fix those kind of issues? So when we discuss all this thing with users who are affected by those rug pulls, like some of them were on forks and some of them are known DAXs and all, we found out three major things we need to work on. The most important is we need to be a platform which listen to the feedback of users. Like if there is a rug pull or kind of thing, we should not blame the victim. Instead, we should think how it can be improved or what can be done. Lack of transparency, so we need to be as transparent as possible without doing any hidden business behind the doors, and to make sure we keep the uh, bad actors away from the users. So we on all those platform, when on all those permissionless platform, when there is some rug pre-sale or something, and if we discuss this thing with the platform team, we usually say that okay, do your own research and not anything else. So we thought, how can we improve it so it won't be a blaming on the victim, instead a solution which prevents those rug pullers. Not just that, the holders of our DexPad token is the core of the product. So they should be rewarded by every successful pre-sale. How is the journey for all those users on DexPad? They visit the DexPad, they see pre-sales. Some of them are verified pre-sales or weighted pre-sales, which are weighted by us. Some of them are unverified one. Even for the unverified pre-sales, they must have to do a token must have been created on DexPad to prevent any honeypot code. If it is not developed on DexPad, then they need it to be whitelisted. Then they take part in the pre-sales simply by contributing the amount, and when the pre-sale is finalized, they just need to claim. That's it. That's all. And on DexPad, it's currently 100% of their tokens are unlocked at TGE. So these are some of the things which we found which could be improved, but has a better business value, like only allowing verified code to create a pre-sale, sharing 100% of the token revenues which we take as a pre-sale fee with our DexPad community members who stake their DXP token. Also, apart from that, we did partnership with couple of auditors and KYC providers who can do the KYC for the project, and then only they can be part of verified pre-sales or weighted pre-sales. So these are the things. These are our core philosophy. Like we provide a trusted token, like the tokens which are created on DexPad, they don't have any malicious code. Custom contract cannot create a pre-sale without a security audit. Then the holders can get revenue share from pre-sales and all, and ultimately buyback and burn implementation. So these are our future plan. Like we are creating DeFi based SIP as well, where people can just space it, put it out, like they want to buy Cronos at this price, like every first of the week or something like that. The system will take care of it. We are also in discussion with a couple of blockchain based gaming projects where they can launch their gaming, so we can have IGO platform, initial game offering. Apart from that, we have upcoming charity based NFT marketplace project as well, and we are in talks with guilds as well to provide more and more gaming projects our launchpad access. So we are looking for making a reliable and secure launchpad which empowers the user and shares the revenue with all the users of the DexPad. So this is about DexPad, and if you guys have any question, you can feel free to ask us, and then we can go on showing a demo, live demo of DexPad.
Ella, do you have any questions? Or I think it could be like it would be great if you could show the demo first, and we will ask a question at the end of the presentation.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go see the demo.
Yeah.
Yep. So we went live on the same day as Cronos went live. So Cronos is our home of a DexPad. Though we are multi-chain, the DXP token is going to stay on Cronos. All the staking where you earn the revenues and all that thing will stay on Cronos specifically. So this is our main portal, dexpad.io. Here you can create your own token. Let's say I want to create DoraHacks token. Okay, DoraHacks, DHS, and let's say 100 million supply, and just create. So with a single click, you can create your own token, not just standard ERC20, but you can also create your liquidity generator token as well, such as SafeMoon kind of thing, where there is a tax. Yep. So once the token is created, you can check out the tokens you have created on manage tokens. These are the tokens. You can create a liquidity generator token as well, where you can specify how many percentage should go to generate a yield and how many percentage should go to create a liquidity. Then you can manage those over here. Like you want to disable the fees, you want to whitelist some of the addresses, you want to burn the tokens and everything. So this is our token factory. This is our launchpad where we do a verified pre-sales and unverified pre-sales. So our first verified pre-sales was MMF, Mad Market Finance, and the hard cap of 100K was reached within 38 seconds on DexPad. Okay, so whenever a person want to take part into any of this pre-sale, they will see all the necessary information coming up over here. Like instead of claim button, there will be a contribute button based on their interest. They can see the audit reports, they can see the KYC reports, and they can see all the detail about the pre-sale, how many tokens are there for pre-sale, what is the total supply, what is the soft cap and hard cap. And once the pre-sale is finalized, they can claim their token and check out where to trade them. Okay. Then our second pre-sale was a Cronos, an NFT marketplace that got filled within 1 minute and 10 seconds. So if someone want to create their own pre-sale, they can create it over here. So let's say I want to create, let's say I just launched this new token, DoraHacks. So I can copy the address and create a pre-sale. So let's say if someone pays me, someone contribute 1 CR, or how many DoraHacks should be sent to them. Let's say we set it 10, hard cap. Let's say a person can contribute 100 CR, sorry, the pre-sale has a soft cap of 100 CR and hard cap of 200 CR. Let me just make it a little lower just for testing purpose right now. You can create a 2. Then a max contribution limit. It all depends on person to person, like project to project. And by default, the liquidity is provided on PhotonSwap. So let's say 99% of the liquidity is provided. So we make sure that even unverified pre-sale has to provide minimum 51% of the raised amount, and that will be locked at least for a month. So your users will be able to exit the token if they want to. And then we specify what is the price of that token. Pre-sale owner cannot make it cheaper on DEX launch. Otherwise, it would be like a betrayal for the community. So over here, let's say The price is 9 DoraHacks. Here, users can put all the information like logo, website, GitHub link, and everything, which is currently optional. And this is the pre-sale start time and end time. So what happens over here is, let's say I create a pre-sale and sorry, 540. Okay, no, sorry. 545. We had at least 5 minutes buffer before the current time, and then and the liquidity must be locked for at least a month. Okay. Okay, here it will show you how many tokens you need to deposit for this particular pre-sale, like 38 tokens based on, which includes everything like 20 tokens for the pre-sale, 17.82 tokens for the liquidity providing, and 2% platform fee and everything. So over here you can see that this will create a pre-sale. And in this platform, there is no way that the pre-sale owner can just get the raised amount. Instead, whenever they finalize the pre-sale, it will automatically provide the liquidity, it will lock the liquidity and make the tokens claimable within a single transaction and send the rest of the amount to pre-sale creator. So here we can deposit the tokens. It also allows you to enable whitelist for the pre-sale, like if you want to allow only this many users to take part. So it asks only for 38.602. Also, one more fact is that we take allowance only for the required token, no infinite allowance, because there is a chance that, like, though it has a drawback that people need to approve it more if they spend it, but we want to make sure that no part of the system will ask for the infinite, like unlimited allowance kind of thing. Cool. So tokens are deposited. Now you will get the pre-sale creator get the link of their pre-sale, and by default it becomes unverified pre-sale. So when verified pre-sale team member creates a pre-sale, we discuss with them, we verify their KYC, we verify their audit and everything, then only we allow it to be as a vetted pre-sale. Okay, and then after it will show up as under the verified pre-sale. Till that time it will come into other pre-sales. So these other pre-sales are like kind of a permissionless launch, and verified pre-sales are like a weighted project. So the major difference between weighted and unverified is that they get a symbol of DexPad weighted pre-sale. So that will bring more and more trust into people's mind when they are planning to contribute. So over here, if we check, this is the unverified pre-sale. So what we have implemented is a 1 hour early access contribution. This is kind of a guaranteed allocation to all the DXP stakers. So whenever you stake your DXP, you get 1% amount, which is your pool percentage. So based on pool percentage, you are guaranteed allocation during the first hour of the pre-sale. So even if the maximum contribution I have is 0.03 during the early access round, and I try to contribute more than that, I will get the remaining amount in the same transaction. So it doesn't fail your transaction and user has to enter exact amount kind of thing. Okay, and once this early access round is over, then it becomes first come first serve. So every person can then after contribute based on the maximum contribution limit per wallet. Okay, and as soon as it hits the hard cap, the no more contribution is allowed and pre-sale creators can finalize the pre-sale. So those are the things like we can check it out, the finalized pre-sale. I do have some transactions to check it out. Just let me show you one thing. Yep. So this is how the MMF pre-sale transaction happened. So if you if user goes over here and if they have finalized the pre-sale, they will see all this detail and finalize it. And apart from this, if you check out these transactions, yes. This one. Yep. So this is the transaction. You can see this transaction happens when a finalization call happens. Like all the remaining tokens gets burned. Like remaining this many tokens were burned. The tokens were used to create the LP pair. LP pair then gets locked, and the remaining fund gets transferred to the pre-sale owner. So this whole thing happens in a single transaction, which makes sure that pre-sale owner will not have access of all funds without providing liquidity. And apart from that, apart from the launchpad, we provide services such as lockers, where they can anyone can lock their token, either a liquidity token, or they can lock their LP tokens. And apart from that, we also have airdropper. We are working on optimizing it right now, so everyone can airdrop their tokens to the addresses they want. And just yesterday, we went live on other 3 chains as well. So BSC, Matic, and Avalanche. And we can proudly say that Cronos is our home network. So DXP will stay on Cronos. We didn't bridge DXP to any other network or anything. Yep, I guess that's it from my side. Any question, any query?
Streamlined process from the minting token all the way to launch the pre-sale, right?
Yep.
So my question is, in the process you show that projects can lock their liquidity. So are you guys working with other DEXs, or this liquidity is on your own DEX?
We allowed it. We opened it for all the DEXs. So if some project has provided liquidity on any other DEXs, such as MMF or Cronos Web or VVS, they can lock their liquidity as well.
So automatically, a portion of the raised tokens plus their own native token will go to automatically lock in a
LP tokens. So basically, if someone has 2 million tokens and they want to create a pre-sale of 1 million token, and the pre-sale can be only successful if it at least reaches soft cap. So if the soft cap is hit and remaining amount if all the tokens are not sold, then remaining tokens will be burned, and the LP tokens which are created, those will be locked for at least 1 month. And for verified pre-sales, we set it for 75% minimum. So minimum 75% they need to provide for a liquidity. We can happily say that Crocus and MMF provided all 99% of the raised amount as a liquidity and locked it.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is a very powerful tool to the users that participate the pre-sale, right? To make sure that there's enough liquidity in there when they were able to trade right away. We've seen, sometimes like if too thin of a liquidity at the beginning, the price would be extremely volatile, and we don't really want to see that. Cool. One other question I have is, like in the Cronos ecosystem, there have been a few different launch pads already, right? Some launch pads are kind of a additional feature of the existing DEXs. And I think different projects also take a different approach in terms of, like tightly controlled, like very curated by the project team versus I think you guys are more kind of permissionless. Obviously, there's the verified section as well. What do you think your competitive advantage is?
Yeah, so a couple of our advantages are like, we have seen many of the projects have their own launchpad, but many times like it is not immediately, the process is not completely automatic. Just like I mentioned, that finalization process which automatically lock the liquidity, there is still a chance that in many of the DEX launchpad that those processes are manual. So there is a chance of people sniping it earlier and all that kind of thing. And on top of that, what we do is here all the projects launching on DEXpad will be based on native currency. So on Cronos chain, it's a CRO. On BSC, it will be BNB. So users don't have to wrap their token or anything. They don't have to worry about whether it will be based on whether the project will be based on LP mining or something, or based on their token or something, because that if the pre-sale is based on LP tokens, then there is a chance of impermanent losses. And that is, so we are not just a launchpad. We want to be a whole ecosystem for the DeFi project, DeFi application suite, where if you have a good idea, if you have a good team, focus on your project. Let's say some of our game developers are coming to us for launching their project. You don't have to worry about any technicalities of it, and you can focus on your own game instead of this thing, like be starting from minting a token to airdropping to do a pre-sale and lock. We are happy to announce that ICCRO minted their token on DEXpad and airdrop their rewards through DEXpad. They lock their liquidity over here. StableSwap lock their Cross, LHRC, MMF, most of the projects. So we are giving a full ecosystem instead of just a standard launchpad.
Excellent. Yeah, I think like other features and toolings that you guys provide, such as the locker and LP locker, token minting, right? These are all very, very useful tools, especially for projects that kind of, as you mentioned, have expertise in other things like gaming, and they want to simplify the blockchain part of things. I think it provides a very great utility to the ecosystem. So yeah, thanks very much, Bruce, for the excellent presentation and demo session.
Thanks a lot, Ella. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Bruce. And Soapy Finance, are you guys ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Can you hear me clearly?
We can hear you.
You can get started.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jenny. I'm the product manager of Soapy. It's my pleasure to show you our presentation here. Okay, let's begin. Soapy Finance aims to be the future DeFi ecosystem for community. which is planning to involve DeFi, NFT, GameFi, wallet, and DAO. As you can see, we won the first prize in Solana Hackathon and Harmony Hackathon, and we are so happy to get the third prize in Cronos. We are a team that create long-term value. Our engineers involve Dart, Java, Python, React development language, so that we are good at cross-platform development. And we also keep innovation in production and operation. Since the product was opened to the public, the users have been growing rapidly. There are 7 parts of this presentation. Our mission is to make DeFi simple and easy to use. Let more and more people start their journeys in DeFi world quickly. However, it's hard to find out the best project in various DeFi projects. The different projects have different UI and operation modes that users need to learn. And it also needs a long operation path to participate in order to change this situation. Soapy Finance is building the future mobile engines of DeFi ecosystem for community. There are 2 problems we found, and it's also the reason why we create Soapy. There are no existing multi-chain DeFi aggregator with API dimension for mobile. And another problem is there is no existing multi-chain DEX aggregator with candlestick chart for mobile. We designed to use 3 major products to solve these problems. First is the Soapy API Top, Soapy Swap, and Soapy Wallet. API Top is the first project of Soapy. As the first multi-chain DeFi project aggregator adapts to mobile. API Top aims to be the entrance of DeFi and is also support cross-platform on H5, PC, and APP. The key features of API Top is quick search, visualization, and portfolios, which helps users to discover and analyze high APY or new valuable DeFi projects easily. The next one is the Soapy Swap, which is a candlestick chart visualization tool and is still being developed as a one-stop DEX aggregator. It supports search and visualization, checks, and cross-platform. And the third one is Soapy Wallet. As the one-stop crypto wallet, it supports cross-platform, multi-chain, and token DeFi NFTs, and it also helps innovation UX. As to our business model, API Top and wallets mainly focus on user traffic, and Soapy Swap is outside of it, mainly focused on commercial realization. As to the strategic development plan, we mainly develop in 3 steps. First is community-based. The second is infrastructure-based. And last is ecosystem-based. Okay. Regarding of tokenomics, we are planning to support reward poor, staking, member rights, voting and governance, and the diffraction of our tokenomics is 10% transaction fee burn and 20% profit to buyback or burn quarterly, and total supply 1 billion. Here is our roadmap. We had completed Soapy Finance design, APY public, Soapy Swap design, and Soapy Genesis NFT at quarter third and quarter fourth last year. We are developing Soapy Swap beta and games project now. In the next 3 quarters of 2022, we are planning to complete Soapy wallets, games, and DAO projects. Up to now, we have over 200,000 users of Soapy APY Top, including 130,000 users from website and 81,000 users from app. Both of them show great DAU. What's more, APY Top gets more than 20,000 followers in Twitter and 9.9 thousand members in Telegram. Correspondingly, Soapy Finance got more than 18,000 and more than 7.2 thousand. On the other hand, we also pay attention on market expansion, cooperating with wallets like Mass Wallet, Slope Wallet, and so on. And we will do more effort offers to multi-recommendation more in the future, and we'll try our hard to do some activities in social media to help the user growth. Our team members are composed world famous universities and have worked in established internet giants. We have been explored the blockchain since 2017. Especially our technical team consists of statisticians, data security experts, and other technical and financial reserves. Finally, here is our contact information and our seed round token. Financing is open. For more details, please feel free to contact.
Thanks, Soapy Finance. Is there going to be a demo?
Yes. Wait a moment. Well, welcome to visit our official website. I'd like to show you our major APY, our major project, APY Top. Here. Yes, here is our PCN of the project APY Top. We also have H5 and an app. You can click here to download our app. Both support Android and iOS. And at present, the defined data of 21 chains have been supported, and more public chains data will be supported in the future. As you can see our Cronos here. And we can choose different types of DeFi projects in different public chains, such as single, stable, LP, and lending. You can also find the items with highest APY or TVL by factoring and ranking. Okay. For example, if you have USDT, you can input the keyword USDT here to search, and you will find out all DeFi pools about it. Right, as you can see, it's all DeFi pool about this token. Okay, the next part is our top APY and top TVL ranking list. You can find out the top APY or top TVL project here. It also supports 21 public trades. And the third part is our wallet. Connecting your wallet here, yes, and you can see your assets you have, and there's a highlight. You can click search pool for one of your token. For example, I'd like to search the BUSD. Okay, and you will find out all DeFi pools about it. Okay, the next part is our reward center. You can get bubbles here if you sign in or invite new friends to download our app to get our bubble rewards. Here's some more functions like apply for the app or project, and some documents about us. Okay. Okay, that's all. Thank you for listening.
Thanks so much for the presentation and demo session. I think this is definitely a really useful tool. Like most people, they don't really know about the names of all these different DeFi protocols or even figure out what chain they live on, right? They want to see what's the best way for me to earn the highest yield for this token I'm holding. So I think it provides a very useful tool for everyday users. So I'm wondering, when you show on the demo, let's say I want to see what's the best protocol for USDC, the highest yield for USDC I'm holding right now, and then I filtered that and saw the ranking. After that, when I interact with that protocol, like, does it happen on your platform or it goes to the protocol side?
Can you
You want me to repeat?
I need you pardon. I beg your pardon.
So when users interact with the DeFi protocols in there on Soapy Finance interface, does it happen on your platform directly, or it would lead user to the DeFi protocol site?
Yes. For example, you search USDC. Okay. Okay, and you want to you like the first the top APY project, and you can click the Go Trade to go to your stick. Is it clear?
So what happens after you click Go Trade?
It's transferred to the trading website.
Okay, I see. Got it.
Okay, can you see it?
Got it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yep. Do you guys have plan to integrate this on your platform natively?
Our plan.
Probably something like down the future. You don't have to answer this.
Yes, we have some plans and there's more than a dozen investment institutions have already contacted us and want to participate in Soapy seed round financing plan. And we are still actively communicating with investment institutions around the world. And based on the community, Soapy DAO will be established to manage Soapy finance in the future, and all community members who hold Soapy can participate in project governance. And APY Top is just the beginning of DeFi. Soapy Finance will focus on the swap function in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds great. Glad to hear those exciting progress in the future, and really looking forward for your projects and the products to be built on the next move. Thank you very much, Soapy Finance, for this presentation, and
You're welcome.
I think we're gonna move to the next one. Sure. Are you ready? Oh, you unmute. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? Yeah,
I'm ready.
Feel free to start.
Okay, can you see my slide? Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, I'm sure. So I will take you go through. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Okay, I will take you go through our project Zecrey, to know what we are building on the layer 2 and what problems can be solved by Zecrey, and finally show our product public testnet product, So now please let me introduce Zecrey. Zecrey is a ZK-based layer 2 privacy protocol. So our vision is to bring a fully decentralized privacy and cross-chain solution to the blockchain world. So we can use following key points to summarize Zecrey: generalized cross-chain bridge, private cross-chain swap, and private transfer. So let's take a look at what kind of problems can Zecrey solve. Let me switch to next page. Okay. So Zecrey is mainly dedicated to tackling two major problems that exist in the blockchain system: privacy and isolation. So no privacy in the blockchain world is already common sense. So what's more, there are too many blockchains and there is no generalized way to make the safe and easy interactive with different blockchains. So that's not user friendly. So how will Zecrey solve these problems? Let me switch to the next page. So the first thing I like to explain to you is from the product level. So Zecrey can support an all-in-one plugin wallet, which helps the user to manage their assets in different blockchains. In addition, Zecrey can also support aggregating assets. For example, I have 1 Ether in Arbitrum and 2 in Solana. After I deposit them into Zecrey, all I can see now is that, I have 3 Ethers. After that, I can even withdraw these 3 Ether to Ethereum network to any network we support. So we can think of Zecrey as an aggregator of different blockchain networks. Since Zecrey can aggregate all its looted blockchains with a completed decentralized method, then the user won't have to worry about which network they should have their assets on. So because they can manage all different assets within Zecrey. So second, In terms of privacy, Zecrey can provide a second-level privacy user experience based on its zero knowledge, which is a quite different point compared to some privacy projects such as Tornado or Aztec. So the last point is that the Zecrey can support Zcr-based private core chain bridge and swap to solve the solution problem. So let's see the features of Zecrey. First, our price model is based on the account model, which is a bold and cutting-edge algorithm. It's quite different from UTXO-based algorithms such as Aztec, Zcash, or Monero. Second, the users can manage assets of different blockchains through one account, as we can support multi-chain assets management. Third, Zecrey is an all-in-one privacy wallet, and it can provide a secure and private way to aggregate assets, like we just mentioned. Yeah. The next point is that Zecrey enables users to transfer to multiple accounts within one transaction. The last point is that Zecrey can construct a layer 2 private core chain swap, which is also fully MEV resistant. So let's talk about the layer 2 private core chain swap. In fact, that's AMM based. So we integrate AMM into our layer 2 network. And let's see the features of the swap. First of all transaction is private. Nobody will know how much you will swap in the transaction because the whole system is private. Every account is encrypted by its own private key. So when you want to make a swap or add liquidity or remove liquidity, in fact, you are making a privacy proof that I have enough assets to make this transaction. So everything is encrypted. The next point is that our cross-chain solution is mostly based on Zcr. So every transaction will be verified on-chain. So Zecrey will have much higher security level than any other cross-chain solutions. Our security level is close to the layer 1 network. The last point is that the swap is built on the layer 2. So every transaction is layer 2 transaction. So it will be confirmed in milliseconds. What's more, our swap system is fully MEV resistant. Let's see how it works. So the common MEV scenario is that the miner can insert transactions before yours or select the transaction with higher gas fee to put it before yours. So in our layer 2, this problem will be fixed. Every transaction in the layer 2 is a proof. If we want to verify the transaction is valid, we will take some public inputs to verify it. It contains such as original encryption of your balance or dips of the pool. So the operator who help the user to build blocks, if the operator mixing the order of the transaction in the mempool, the public input will be changed. If so, every transaction will fail. So the only way for the operator is to take the transactions in order. So we call it fair ordering service in the layer 2. Okay, now you have a basic idea of what is Zecrey and how it works. Yeah. So I think I can just talk about the roadmap first. Yeah. So currently, public testnet is online, and we already make an appointment with some auditors for smart contract. So after that, we will officially launch Zecrey on the mainnet in March. In the meanwhile, we will also continue to push hardware acceleration, performance, and support non-event compatible chains. Zecrey wallet will connect to non-event compatible chains in the future, such as Near, Terra, Solana, Polkadot, Definity. And we want to become the entrance of the privacy and the core chain world. Of course, we will. Cronos is in our plan. Yeah. Okay, let me just show the demo. Okay, so yeah, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yep, we can.
Thanks. Okay, so right now our public test product is a wallet. So you can connect to the wallet, and you can download the wallet from Chrome Web Store. And you can see from here, this is the layer 1 interface, and this is the layer 2 interface. So in the layer 1 interface, we help user to use one account to manage different blockchains, right? So in the layer 1, right now we connect to the Ethereum Ringgit, Polygon Mobile, Aurora, Avalanche, and BSC. Of course, we will connect to Cronos in the future, yeah. And right now we support 10 different assets, the mainstream assets and also stable coins, yeah. So this in the layer 1 phase, the user can just make transfers such as MetaMask. So let me make a transfer to my second account here. For example, I transfer to my second account 0.001, and let me decrease gas from transaction. And you can see your transaction records from the transaction history and see it in different blockchain explorers. That's something just similar to MetaMask. The different point is that in the future, we will connect to some non-event compatible chains. So, for example, right now, if the user want to use some cross-chain solution such as Wormhole, he needs to download 2 different wallets, right? But in the future, if we connect to Solana, he don't need to download 2 different wallets. Zecrey is enough, yeah. And what's more, we can also support NFTs in different blockchains. So right now, we just support NFT in our own NFT and set it as avatar. And in the future, we will support the user to see how many NFT he has in different blockchains, maybe these 5 different blockchains, and he can transfer the NFT to others and all set it as avatar. And finally, he will see his avatar in the layer 2 explorer and in the layer 2 transactions. Yeah. And let's go back to layer 1. So in the layer 2, you can see from here, in our layer 2, we can support short name. So if I'm a new user, for example, here, I need to register short name first, then I need to deposit some assets into a layer 2 network for this short name and to activate. So let's go back to my original account. Okay, so if I want to use the layer 2 features, I need to deposit some assets into a layer 2 network. For example, here I deposit maybe 0.001 Matic.
Hello?
I think he probably has connection issues.
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Now I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're back
great.
on.
Okay. Oh, so right now can you see my background?
Yep.
Okay. So I just talked about the layer 2, right? Yeah, so if you want to use the layer 2 features, you need to deploy some assets into the layer 2 network. For example, I deploy 0.01 Matic into the layer 2, and let me decrease gas and confirm transaction. Okay, let's just put aside this transaction first and see the layer 2 features. Yeah, and I think in 5 minutes, I will receive my deployed transaction from the layer 1 network. And right now, let me show the layer 2 features. The first is the one-to-many priority transfer. So for example, maybe I can choose the AVAX. In the layer 2, I can transfer to another account for 0.001 AVAX and transfer to another account for 0 amount. So when I click the transfer button, before the confirm button shows, I'm generating pricing proof. So you can see the time cost is only 1 to 2 seconds. Okay, let me show the transaction records of the transfer. Yeah, you can see from here. So everything is, this is aspect other users can see from the Explorer. This is our layer 2 Explorer that show every transaction details. Yeah. So in the layer 2, they will find that, oh, there are 3 different accounts changed. So, but nobody will know how much you have transferred and who is the sender, who is the receiver, because right now I'm here and sometimes I'm the first one and sometimes I'm the second one. Yeah. So let's show the second feature is the swap, cross-chain swap. So maybe I can swap AVAX to near. Okay, don't care about the rate between different pairs because right now it's only for testnet. And in the layer 2 network, you can choose any gas we support, especially the mainstream gas, to pay for the gas fee. For example, maybe I can just choose the BNB to pay for the gas fee in the layer 2 and make a swap here. Okay, let me show you the swap transaction records in the Explorer. Okay, you can see here, everything is also encrypted and so nobody will know how much you are swapped in this transaction. Yeah. So I think that's better for traders. Yeah. And another feature is that, so I have talked about that in the layer 2, there is no concept of blockchain anymore. So we don't care where the ethers comes from, right? So for example, if you deploy 1 ether from Rinkeby and 2 ethers from Avalanche, so in the layer 2 you will find that, or you have 3 ethers, then you can withdraw any assets to any chain we support. For example, I can withdraw the AVAX to Ethereum, or maybe to Polygon, or maybe to the Aurora. So maybe I just withdraw it to Ethereum and withdraw to my account, and take AVAX here, withdraw 1 AVAX. And I can also use any asset to pay for the gas fee, because we take the withdrawal transaction as a core chain transaction. So we will charge 0.1% fee based on your withdrawal amount. So if you use our native token to pay for the fee, you will get 20 to 30% discount. Yeah. And let me just use my token here. And let me see here. And this is my withdrawal transaction. So, but it will cost 5 to 10 minutes, because we need to generate a proof for it, and it will cost a Zecrey proof time. Yeah. So you can, let me show you the withdrawal again. So in fact, you can see from here, this shows that how much BNB right now in this chain. So it's 30,000, 13,000, yeah. And in Ethereum, okay, I switch to another chain, maybe Avalanche. Okay, it's 5,000. So some user just like withdrawing the assets, maybe withdrawing the ethers to the Ethereum. So that will make the Ethereum only have few ethers. So we will encourage user to stake or to lock assets in different blockchains to rebalance the assets in different blockchains. For example, we will encourage user to lock an ether in the Ethereum, so the APR right now. So so in the future, we will give the users some incentives. So if they locked assets in some blockchains with few assets, yeah, maybe I can just withdraw the lock 0.001 ether in the liquid gas. Yeah. Okay, so that's all features, and finally I can unlock it in the layer 2 network. You can see from here. So that's all features of Zecrey, and right now our public test is online, and for the public test we already have 36,000 members and 273,000 transactions. Yeah, and you can download our extension from the Chrome Web Store, and our downloads exceeds 20,000 right now. So in fact, this is first phase of public test. In the second phase, I think it's at the end of this month, we will open a web app. So let me show you the web app. So here. So in fact, we can help user. Some user maybe they don't like downloading a new wallet. So we can just help user to connect to MetaMask or connect to our own wallet. Okay, it's slow for network. Okay, just sign the message, and so that I can get into the layer 2 network. Okay, you can see from here different assets, and this is layer 2 network. This is the layer 1 assets. Yeah, and I can also deploy the assets into the layer 2 network. Okay, you can see from here deploy assets from different blockchains, and the user can make transfer or swap or add liquidity or remove liquidity in the layer 2. Okay, and the difference is that, so in the future we'll also support stake and farm. That's something similar to Pancake or SushiSwap. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, forget about one feature. That is the add liquidity. So I will show you this one feature. So our layer 2 is our own layer 2. So we will support user to add liquidity in the layer 2 network. For example, maybe here I add liquidity for this trading pair, Ray and Ether. Okay, the network is not very good. Okay, so another feature is that I can also remove liquidity. Yeah, here. Okay, so I will show you this feature. And that's all for the product. Yeah, that's all for my presentation. Oh, okay, the last point is just show my deck again. For the last last page. Is that? Oh, okay. That's all for my presentation, and welcome to reach out to us. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks so much, Sure. I think we're definitely like in the multi-chain world right now, and seeing a lot of new bridging solutions coming out. And I think by a year or two, we probably will see a few major solutions that become dominant, right? To
Yeah.
interoperate and interconnect with all these different blockchains. So I wonder, with your implementation, like where do you see the benefits compared to some of the other bridging solutions out there?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. So for this part, so in fact, for the cross-chain bridge solution, we are generalized cross-chain bridge solution. So for technical part, we are generalized cross-chain bridge solution. So if we connect to 5 or 6 different blockchains, we don't need to make a special solution for this chain or for another chain. So that's something just like maybe the wormhole or maybe the rainbow bridge. Yeah. But if we connect to a new chain, this chain can make a bridge to all different blockchains already in our network. So I think that's the different point. And the second different point is that we are the cross-chain bridge solution based on Zecrey apps, so we will have much higher security level than any other cross-chain solutions. So that's from the technical side. Yeah. So from the product side, so I think for our members, so who will use our product in the future, I think they divide into two parts. The first part is that, so who cares about privacy? So this part maybe only 10% of them. So right now we have 35,000 members, but only 10% of them care about privacy, or maybe private transfer or private swap. Yeah, and the remaining of them, half of them cares about we are a wallet that integrates everything, not only the multi-chain, but also the multi-chain NFT. And also we have a layer 2 that's similar, maybe just similar to a SEX or I think it's similar to a SEX, but we are based on decentralized way. Yeah. And the second half part, they cares about the cross-chain bridge solution. So, cross-chain bridge is only one of our features, not all of our features. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think the ultimate goal is to abstract away the complexity so that users don't really feel the difference, right? I think like when you demonstrate, you have same tokens on different chains and it can combine into one, and that's a really powerful feature for the end users.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yeah, and a lot. Do you have any other questions for sure? Otherwise, I guess I will give a quick summary and the demo session today.
Yep. Thank you so much, Sure.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Sher, and also thank you, Soapy Finance and Bruce, to give such a wonderful presentation today. I believe the whole session was really helpful and interesting for all the audience. And we have another project demo day of Cronos Hackathons tomorrow with a few other very interesting projects. Please feel free to follow us on YouTube so you won't miss out any upcoming events like this. And I hope that all of you guys could have a great day. And thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Bye-bye.